Hey everybody, hope you're having an incredible day. Sonia Chernochan coming to you from beautiful British Columbia, Canada. Wow, we are on week 5, and this week it's all about the throat chakra. Yes, the throat chakra. That's located in the throat, of course, and associated with the color blue. So we're going to do what we did last week. You know, we've already gone through the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, and the heart. And now we've moved up into the throat, and we start to get this balance. This is getting us, up through into the higher realms, right? This is where we want to go. So if you are balanced, you're going to be a good communicator. You're going to be able to express yourself, right? You're going to be very comfortable with your words. You're going to be very authentic, okay? Now, if you're overactive, you're probably dominating the conversations. You're probably not a good listener, and you tend to take over the conversation, okay? Now, if you're underactive, the likelihood is you struggle with speaking your truth. You struggle with finding the words to express yourself, right? You may be uncomfortable with speaking in public. That can happen to some of us, okay? So those are the different balances. Now we're going to go over the questions. And remember, like last week, we're just going to go through a list of questions, and it's like 3 to 5. If you have those, then you got to think about all the things I just discussed. Where do you really find yourself? So you're ready? So just get a pen and paper, check it off, and write down all the no's you get. All right, you guys, here we go. Throat chakra. First question, I am a good listener. I have a good sense of rhythm. I have a strong, clear voice. I naturally express creativity. I feel comfortable speaking my truth. I pick up on vibes easily. I feel like I'm able to be just myself with people. I make time for some silence in my life. I generally feel in sync with my life. And I have a good sense of timing, and I know when and when not to speak, okay? So where were you on that one, okay? Like 3, 4, 5, or maybe you're balanced. Maybe you're a really good communicator. Maybe you're a speaker. Maybe you speak your truth very easily. So I'm going to give you 3 tips. It's going to help, okay? So the first one is you want to explore your creativity. And that means you might want to try to express yourself through dance, music, art, okay? That's a great place to start, especially if you're feeling that you're like you are struggling and you're kind of underactive. You might want to do that. And you might want to practice, communicating and speaking your truth, okay? 2, this is so critical, you guys, especially those of you that I know there are some of you that watch me that have thyroid issues, okay? There can be a lot of reasons why you have thyroid issues, but also that can relate to the chakra system, okay? So number 2 is to be an open channel, to really listen to the higher consciousness, okay? Because for a lot of people that are having thyroid issues, the likelihood is they're not listening, okay? They're not listening. So you might be clairaudient. I'm clairaudient, okay? You might be clairvoyant. You might be telepathic, and you might be a channeler like myself. So if you're not listening, those things can get out of balance. It's kind of a good indicator when we're out of balance, right? So that's definitely one you want to do. And you can simply do that by just taking the time, 10 or 15 minutes in the morning or at the end of the day, and just really kind of breathing and taking the time to listen to that voice. And I'm not talking about the voice, the fear voice, that one. We're not listening to that. We're talking about inspiration that comes in, right? And we all get it at different times and in different ways. And if we're not listening to it, that can cause blockages through the throat chakra. Tip number 3, it can be simply, you guys, fluids. So start eating some hot soups, really making sure you're getting fluid into the throat. I mean, you really want to open up that area. And again, as we work through each of the chakras, that will start to clear up. So if you're going to come to the root reboot your root, we're going to be working way right up into that. And remember, you know, the heart last week we did is the bridge to the higher realms. It really is, okay? I call it the bridge to higher consciousness, right? So next week we're going to be going right up and into the third eye, and that'll be a great one too. Anyway, so those are your 3 tips. Have an amazing week. I will see you next week as we move into the third eye. Have an amazing day, you guys. Bye for now.